Welcome, City fans. This morning, the breaking news: Calvin Phillips will be going to West Ham. Calvin Phillips agreed deal with West Ham for the rest of the season and a loan deal for the rest of the season. West Ham and Manchester City will agree deals today on Calvin Phillips. Talks are in progress right now as we speak. And when Calvin Phillips come back to Manchester, they will agree a deal with West Ham for him on a loan deal for the rest of the season. We wish you all the best, Calvin. Hope you come back stronger and better.
Ham on deadline day, do you think that it does look like Phillips will already be a West Ham player by then?
Yeah, he could potentially play in that match as well. They take on Bournemouth on the 1st of February. It does look like they are now the front runners. West Ham have been aware of the interest from other clubs from across Europe and also in the Premier League. Newcastle and Crystal Palace made contact with Man City around the signing. The talks have centred around the loan fee. City want around £7 million and West Ham have been looking to negotiate that down. And with his wages around £135,000 a week, it is quite a huge financial commitment to have a player for the remainder of the season when you consider that loan fee and the wages as well. But David Moyes has been a long-term admirer. Remember, around 18 months ago, he tried to sign him from Leeds. Phillips eventually went to Manchester City in the end for around £42 million. So he's a player that's always been on David Moyes' radar. And he's somebody who can make a real difference to West Ham. They've struggled with injuries. They seem quite well stocked in that midfield area. I think the business they've done after letting Declan Rice go has been really impressive, the midfielders they have there at the moment. But he could be the man that makes the difference between them sort of languishing outside the European places to qualify for Europe again. Of course, they're also in the mix when it comes to the Europa League this season. So it could be a really, really good bit of business. And then Calvin Phillips can put himself right in contention for a Euros place. I think he probably is still in the mix when you consider he's still been selected, despite the fact he's started 2 Premier League matches for Man City since joining. But this could be a great move for all parties. And for Man City, they can try and retain the value of a player who simply doesn't feature in Pep Guardiola's plans.
Sam, I mean, any transfer or loan should suit all parties, but that isn't always the case. Is it the case here?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's interesting for City because we don't really see players go out on loan, especially at Calvin Phillips' age. But I think the respect that Pep has shown that he has for the player and the fact that he's been very honest and open about him not fitting into the squad and the style of play that they want to play. And even when there's been injuries or Rodri has been suspended, Phillips still doesn't get the call up to play in that position. So the fact that he's going to be able to go to a team where, like you said, they are stocked in that position. I think James Ward-Prowse and Souček have played over 30 appearances this season. But when you look at them still being